Hey, it's Shannon from iHeartRadio Canada, joined by the Kid LAROI, hanging out in a car. Where are you going?
I'm on my way home right now from the gym.
Nice. That's it. I
Yeah,
like the multitasking.
yeah.
Get the interviews in where you can.
Of course.
Yeah, that's sweet. Okay, so something that I've seen from you, and it's been so cool to see your rise to fame and all of the success that you've had. But it seems like you have this like confidence about you, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like it seems like you never have even like a moment of self-doubt through your rise. Would you agree with that?
Hmm. Uh, Self-doubt. I don't know. I mean, there's times I'll be unsure about stuff,
Mm,
but in terms of like self-doubt, in terms of like my career and like stuff like that, I don't really get a lot of self-doubt. I like to keep a positive mind and keep it moving.
yeah, yeah, that's what it seems like. So I'm glad that that's the case. And you also have such a reputation of being such a hard worker. So what inspires you to work hard?
You know, my family inspires me to work hard. I it's crazy. I was talking about this the other day to somebody. Like a lot, like I work so I can see like other people around me happy and shit like that. So, uh, yeah, I think my family and like the people around me, and yeah, that's what ultimately inspires me to work super hard. Yeah,
Yeah, I like that. That's sweet. And I think that's probably such a good motivator for you too, right?
yeah, it's great.
I like the speaking of your family and things, I really admire the relationship that you have with your mom. It seems like you guys are super close. Is there certain traits about her that you're like, oh, I totally get that from my mom?
Uh, yeah, there's a couple.
Yeah.
Just like let me think. I don't know. I'm pretty well. Shit. There's a lot. Like just the way we think. I think we think super similar in terms of like she taught me a lot of you know stuff from young, like a lot of games and stuff like that that I kind of always keep in the back of my mind. That sometimes I don't like to use, but it's like some gut feeling shit. You see what I'm saying? Like when you feel something in your gut, and then but like me, like the difference between me and her is like she'll like attack it and go right to it. Me, I'll try and ignore it. uh, but yeah, it's the gut feeling is always right. That's something that she always told me. The gut feeling is always right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like your intuition.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right, I want to talk about Miley Cyrus. Congratulations on her jumping on your track. How did you guys first get connected?
We got connected through my boy who produced the song "Without You." His name's Oma, and I guess he was already working with her. And he kind of just introduced us, and like I guess they had been they had watched like my Jimmy Fallon performance, and she was like, "Oh wow, this is sick." And then Oma was like, "Shit, do you want to do the remix?" And I guess she was down, and he told me that she was down, and then it kind of just happened like that. Yeah.
That's awesome. What was your reaction to that
Yeah.
when they approached you about it? You're just like, yes, let's do it. Let's get on it.
I was like, yeah, that's sick. Let's do it. I was just like, yeah, let's do it. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And you've obviously been in the studio now with some big names. Do you still do you get nervous when you go into situations like that? Or when it's a situation like Miley, do you kind of just like get to sit back and relax and
I don't get nervous anymore just because like I don't know. I feel like once you're around a lot of these people, you realize that they are really just regular people. So like in the most kindest way possible. You know, they really are just like regular people. So yeah,
yeah, that's nice.
I
Has
don't
she
really get nervous anymore.
yeah. Has she been
Huh?
able to give you any sort of like guidance in the music industry?
Um, we've talked a little bit about certain things. Well, she told me in particular she was just like don't get caught up on like things that like people approach you about like certain like there's a lot of people out here scamming like with like investments and shit like that. Like people like, oh, you have to do this and do that, a lot of shit like that. And she said like, yeah, just focus on like doing what you got to do first before you like pretty much her thing was focus on the job that pays you. You know. which was
Yeah, that's good advice.
some advice that she had learned firsthand. That's what she told me. So
Yeah. I love that your last album was called Fuck Love. I think that sums it all up really well. Do you think that
pretty fucking straightforward, right?
yeah, it kind of just delivers that message. Has being in a relationship now, has that had a different effect on your music making since your last album is called Fuck Love and now you're in a loving relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has. It's changed my perspective on a lot of things. But this happens. It tends to happen, I guess, in life. You say things that you feel really strongly about at the time, and then come to find out that you go back on your words because you just grow up and you find shit. As funny as it sounds, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense though. But also a sign of growth, right? And change, and that all leads to things.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, it's definitely influenced my music making a lot, which I think people will see when it comes for album time, more so as this other little thing I'm about to drop soon. More so the album is you're gonna hear a lot of that. Yeah.
Okay, so what is this going to be then? Like an EP? Or can
You'll see.
Okay, I gotta try. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. Congrats on all your success. It's been so cool to see your rise. So I'm excited to see where you go from here.
For sure. Thank you for talking to me.